Okay, the first Return of the Living Dead is iconic. The second is moronic. So I decided to hop on and see what the third one was like. The third one, again, you still have the military trying to experiment with this drug, but now at least they understand that, yeah, it kind of animates the dead, but can we still use it to make a weapon? They have two different ways of doing this. One person wants to do like an exoskeleton, another person just wants to try to find a way to create the zombie-esque character and zombie-esque creatures, and then find a way to contain them so they can use them again at a later time. So while that plot's going on, the other subplot, which is essentially the general's son and his girlfriend, they break into the base and they watch them reanimate one of the corpses. But then as they're on the way and they're escaping, they're trying to figure out what's going on. They have a disagreement with the general, and the son cares. You know what? Screw you, Dad. I'm away from home. So while they're speeding off on his motorcycle, the son and the girlfriend, they kind of have an accident. His girlfriend goes like pretty much body first in a telephone pole and dies. But he knows how to bring her back from the dead. How's he going to do that? Well, they witnessed the experiment, so he decides, of course, to do it. Do the experiment to her and try to figure out if he can bring her back from the dead. You can probably tell that he's not the smartest guy in the world. Because he probably did notice that that creature went crazy. Finds out that if there's no brain damage, they still function at the higher mental capacity. They're not just brains. She actually wants to carry on the conversation and try to figure out why she's so hungry. And then he goes back to, this is one of my favorite lines, she starts putting like pieces of glass and metal into her skin. Because it's a way to block out the pain. In the very first one, when they're interrogating the half-corpse, they ask me, like, why do you eat the brains? Eat the brains to help quell the pain of being dead. I like how they actually came full circle with, well, this is a higher order zombie, putting, jagged pieces of metal inside her and glass and putting scissors through her hands to help block the sensation to eat and to help take care of some of the pain of being dead. So done really, really well. This one almost has kind of like a love story feeling to it, which is weird. Most zombie love stories are really bad. This one was actually pretty decent. I'll be honest, the first one is iconic. You can skip the second one because they don't even mention it. They try to freeze them, like, aha, you can freeze it. That's so we can control them. The second one, they electrocuted them all. Pretty easily. It's like, oh, you made it too far. What do you do? Well, we attach electrodes to them. We can just, from a distance, But, and then towards the end, when they do end up trying to combine the ideas of the zombies and the exoskeletons to create essentially grunts for the military, it of course backfires. But this one is done very, very well. I'd probably say out of the three that I've seen so far, it's number 1, 3, and then there's a blank spot because number 2 wouldn't even be on the list.